Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex and today I'm going to be showing you how to trade NVAX earnings. Now, if you didn't know, they reported bad numbers, but just because you report bad numbers does not necessarily mean you're going to go lower. We see this all the time. Companies will report horrible numbers, they'll actually go higher. And the opposite is true. Sometimes a company will report great earnings and they'll actually drop. Okay, so what is the plan? How do we trade this? How do we help you make some money on this? That's what this video is going to be going over. So if you're interested in trading options tomorrow on this stock, look no further. I will show you exactly how to do that in this video. So all I ask is that you drop a like on the video if this video helps you make some money tomorrow, guys, and come back and let me know how much money you make if you end up profiting on this trade. So let's get straight into it. Now, right off the bat, you can see they did not report good earnings. They missed EPS by about 80% and missed revenue by about 10%. And currently, we're trading at 240 points. So we've got a lot of downside still here. I've actually done calculations on where exactly we'll end for tomorrow. And so you're going to see that here at the end of the video. But now I'm actually going to break it down from a technical perspective. Now, here's the last time NVAX reported earnings. They missed EPS by almost 300% and missed revenue by 31%, finished down 12% lower on the day. Okay, so what do? They gap down, sell off further. What's happening currently? We're gapping down, and what are we going to do? Most likely sell off further. But stick with me here because, this is just one piece of evidence we have currently. I want to show you some more. All you want to do here, though, was when it gapped down, you just wanted to short the open for a 9-point move to the downside. Moving further here, you can see we actually have another piece of evidence that supports our bearish bias for tomorrow. You can see here NVAX in August actually beat EPS, missed revenue. What did they do? They gapped down, sold off further. What do we do here? We gapped down, sold off further. So 2 for 2 on evidence that supports bearish sentiment for tomorrow. All you want to do is once again short the open. Now, moving on to our third example here, you're going to see they gap up. You actually wanted to short the bounce despite the incredible earnings. Remember, we're not talking about this from a long-term investor perspective. We're talking about this from a day trading perspective. When you're trading the stock intraday here, your most profitable move would have been to actually short that bounce from 45 down to 37. So that's how you would have traded that there. Okay, so despite the incredible earnings, you still wanted to short it. That's 3 out of 3 examples we've went over now. Your primary strategy was to short it. And so what I will point out is this is probably the least relevant example because, once again, these numbers are a lot better than today's numbers, okay? And they still, sold it during the intraday session, right, from the peak. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to move on to our fourth example where they missed the estimates here. And you're going to see what actually happens. They go from 11 points down to 7 within just 3 days. So pretty hard sell-off. I know it's a penny stock in this example pretty much, but 11 down to 7, it's like a 40% decrease. Okay, so that's a pretty huge move. And in so far, all these examples, you're noticing huge moves. Right here, you see a 40% decrease. Here, you see a 60% increase, 17% decrease, and a 12% decrease, right? So this stock is notorious for making some big moves after earnings, and that's why it's going to be, so profitable tomorrow. That being said, what you want to do here, you wanted to short the open or the bounce. I'd say this is more of a short the open scenario, but once again, they missed the earnings, and so far, you've seen we have 3 examples where if they miss earnings, you actually wanted to short it. So they missed earnings there, you shorted it. They missed earnings here, you shorted it, and they missed earnings here, you shorted it. Okay, so we've got a lot of good evidence that supports us in our bearish bias here, but now I actually want to show you what this looks like on an intraday chart since this is how you're going to be trading it tomorrow. Now, when looking to the intraday charts, you're going to see NVAX has a tendency to sell off at the open, so this is not a time to be taking out your dog. You do want to be ready near the open to possibly pull the trigger right from the start of the day here, especially when they have bad earnings, okay, which is what we have now. So it's a possibility we'll sell off from the start. It's not guaranteed, but you need to be prepared for that possibility if it occurs tomorrow, okay? So you got in at 9:30 last quarter, and then you actually got out 2.5 later at noon. Or at least this would have been the ideal execution for this trade, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. Look at history to replicate it and, put that into tomorrow and make some money off of it, okay? Now, NVAX in August sells off once again at the open, actually recovers, okay? But what you need to, take note of here in this example is look where it sold off from. It sold off from 170 down to 140. I mean, it basically dropped 30 points in literally less than 30 minutes. Okay, so that's an unsustainable rate of change, and that's when you should definitely be collecting some profits if you made that much money in less than 30 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So definitely keep that in mind, guys. It's all about your money to time ratio. If you're making a lot of money in a short period of time, you usually want to be taking some chips off the table, collecting some profits, and that's what would have got you paid there. And then if you actually added to the bounces and held into the following day, if you would have exited the next day, that would have been a whole lot more profitable. So guys, I'm not going to be surprised if this is what we see tomorrow, okay? Because NVAX has been highly overextended, and then to miss earnings this badly up here, I think we're really heading back down to fill that gap, down to 140 here possibly in the next coming weeks or months. Now that might be a little bit too bold to, of a prediction, but I'm just saying it's absolutely a possibility. So I see a lot of downside from here. Okay, now that you've seen that example, we're actually going to get into the next example. And you're going to see here the entry did not come near the open, right? So that's definitely a possibility, right? It might not sell off at the open, but we just need to be ready either way, okay? So you're going to see here your best entry would have been at 12:59 p.m. That should say p.m. Okay, and then you would have held it into the following day again. So much like this example, your entry comes midday, and you hold it into the following day, okay? So your best entry here could have been at 9:30, could have also been at noon, just like this example. So pretty similar here. I think this is what we're going to see tomorrow. We're either going to see a sell-off and a straight move lower, or we're going to see a sell-off followed by a recovery, followed by a further move lower. The point is do not freak out when you see this thing bounce, okay, because we know historically what does it do? It always continues lower, okay? That's the key point to take away. Don't freak out, stay confident in the plan, and continue to short it no matter what your emotions tell you, okay, because we know historically this is what it does. So it's a highly bearish stock post earnings. We're expecting roughly a 13.6% drop based on my calculations. And if the stock bounces on you, don't freak out. Stick with the plan and stay confident. Okay, more times than not, you're going to end up winning. We're expecting a total drop down to 208 tomorrow, and look for a short on this thing to make a lot of money. Okay, so we're at 240 here and expect to drop down to 208. That's my calculation, and I hope it's exceeded because the more we drop, the more we make. Now, NVAX is your highest probability trade, and so that should be your primary focus going into tomorrow. But just to spice things up a little bit and give you a couple extra predictions tomorrow, I believe we're going to see this market reverse another 60 points lower. Okay, so obviously it's a very bold prediction, and the chances to be right on calling a 60-point market reversal is a lot less than nailing this NVAX trade. All right, so make sure you're focused on this NVAX trade. But once again, I'm just trying to give you some more predictions to spice things up a bit. 60-point market reversal, going lower tomorrow, and if we do, then you definitely need to make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you're not already. Okay. That being said, I want to give you one more prediction, which is that we will see the travel sector sell off tomorrow. Okay, so I believe travel is going to head lower tomorrow, especially if that market's dumping off like we planned for it to, right? And so, look, you don't want to short the travel ETF, right? Jets. What you want to do instead is short the weakest travel stocks in the pack. And so the best travel stocks to short right now are going to be Wynn, and they're going to be Delta Airlines, I believe. Now, I'm not saying these are the weakest, but I do believe these have the most downside currently. But really, I don't think you can go wrong with any travel stocks tomorrow, assuming I'm right and the travel sector does dump further tomorrow. Okay, so those are my three predictions for tomorrow. NVAX will continue lower, the market will dump off, and we will see travel sector dump off as well. So guys, remember, primary focus is NVAX, but just giving you a couple extra things to consider. And by the way, if you want more trading videos like this, make sure you click the link in the description, join our trading group where I actually upload these videos consistently for our members here, and you're going to get access to all our trading videos. I mean, look at the left side here. So what you see on the YouTube channel is what you get, but when you're a member, you actually get all these trading videos here on how to trade the best stocks every single week. So definitely join. And remember, when the market dumps off over 60 points tomorrow, you heard it here first, okay? So definitely join our trading group if you're ready, guys. And please drop a like on the video, guys, and drop some comments, okay? Because this channel is almost at 1,000 subscribers. And so thank you so much, everyone who's been here from the start. If you just joined, whenever you got here, it doesn't really matter, guys. We're building something special, and I'm so happy to have everyone a part of it. I think truly, I believe we're the best trading group in the entire world. and so I can't wait to have some of you join us. Okay, so cash out, let's make some money, take some of your profits, join us with it, and let's have a good time, guys. Looking forward to your results. Come let me know how much money you make on NVAX tomorrow if it pans out how we plan to. But overall, nothing is bulletproof, nothing's certain, but we are confident. We've shown you the evidence, we've shown you our plan, and so you should, act accordingly to your confidence levels. How do you feel about the trade, right? I'm just giving you my plan, but ultimately, I just hope it can help you make some money tomorrow. So, guys, thank you for watching. Remember, spam the comment section, whatever it is. Tell me a story. Tell me, what color socks did you wear today? What's your favorite stock? Your market prediction, anything, guys. Just drop some comments. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. And thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope this video helps you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.